All right, day 96 on the Appalachian Trail, and this is cool. I'm just now leaving the campsite. You have to walk through this little tunnel made up of these giant rocks. It's been a good place to spend the night. Lord, it rained all night. Oh, I gotta squat down. Sorry about that. I'm out of this place. Yesterday was a crazy day. I was going over 2 peaks. Got right in the middle between Avery and Bigelow, and a thunderstorm came in and lightning started popping, and it got everyone's attention. And I just started back up Avery, or started up Avery when the storm came, and lightning struck, and it was close. And I ended up running back down to a caretaker's house. Of course, it's locked up. He had a little porch. Stood under it. Oh, it's going to be muddy today. I stood under it the best I could. There were a bunch of these future leaders there, young high school freshmen. They were screaming and crying. I got them over under the porch the best I could. They had leaders. I was telling them, I said, we got a place over here. And anyway, got everyone there. Then when it got a little lighter, I took off up over Avery, then started down, and then it started raining again with the lightning and thunder. And I got one more summit to do, and I knew I wasn't going to do that one in the thunder and lightning. So I came to this campsite, set up my tent in the rain, which isn't fun, but I got it done. Got my food prepared, and I was washing up, and in comes the 21 future leaders. And there we all are camping together. They're all asleep now, which makes sense because they were up very late. That's all right, I had earplugs. I was very quiet this morning. A lot of moose poop. I was very quiet this morning. No one knew I'd left. Anyway, here we go. I need a big day today. Alright, I think I'm back on the Appalachian Trail here. There's the trail coming down. There's the sign for Safford Notch Campsite, where I spent the night. And hopefully, I'll see a white blaze up here in a few minutes. Got up early, 4 something. It wasn't early rising or early, but it was early. Alright, one peak to go over today, and the rest of the day is relatively flat. All right, day 96 on the Appalachian Trail. All right, here's a view from Little Bigelow. There's Snowbird over there. See the clouds on it. It's kind of hard to see. I'll move over. There's Avery. On the other side of Avery's Bigelow, on the other side of it's a South Horn. So I climbed up here, running the ridge this morning, and there's the trail on day 96. So it hasn't been too bad. It's just been wet, which is expected. All right, get over here. Now, according to the map, this little section, once I reach the top, is just kind of level for a while, which is fine. Then there's a downhill that goes. Sorry about that. Hang on. Oh, use my hand. Downhill it goes for a while. View from the other side. There's a lake. Real pretty. Very nice. All right. Here's the view from Little Bigelow. Here's a little better view. There's the airport I saw yesterday. Snowbird. South Horn. Bigelow. Avery. Here are the lakes over here. Beautiful lakes. And here I am on top of Little Bigelow. All right, and here's a view down here. There's power line, lakes, clouds. I'll slow down. I was told my views were too fast. There we go. And here's a trail. All right, let's get off this beast. All right, day 96, and I'm here at some shelter. What lean-to? What is it?
Little Bigelow.
Little Bigelow, and I ran into this Sobo. What's your name?
Ashley.
Ashley, and Ashley's got her friend down here. What's your friend's name?
George.
George. Ashley and George. What day did you start, Ashley?
I started the 7th. It took like a 4-day. I went to Acadia. I had a lovely time.
That's the way to hike the Appalachian Trail. Way to go. All right, here we are, day 96 on the Appalachian Trail, and I ran into this fella.
Day 102.
Day 102. He's a flip-flopper. I met he and his sister-in-law from Dahlonega a long time ago.
Yeah.
So he's already done the flip, and he's heading back south to Harper's Ferry. This is cool.
It is.
All right, it's good to see you.
Good to see you.
Oh, yeah. What a view. Wonderful lake. All right. So here's the trail for the last, I guess 3 miles. Rock, roots, and mud. And this is not fun. It's slick. In some places, you can't get by without stepping into the mud like that one. Gosh. And there's that sound. There are a bunch of Sobos at the last shelter, and they were saying that it was like this for about 4 miles. Then we crossed some magic road, and the trail got much better. I'm pro magic road. I've stumbled probably about 3 or 4 times today, nothing serious. You just stayed on a wet rock or a wet root and your foot goes out from under you. And that's okay. Nothing serious. But you know, you want to try to make some time. It's level. You're trying to go fast, and next thing you know, blah. Let me see. I'm going about 14 miles today already. And I got to go about 8 more. If I can get to a good trail, I can pop some miles out. This is better. Still got rocks, but I'm not sucking up mud. There we go. Well, anyway, this is day, what is it, 96? On the Appalachian Trail bog. Followed a lake a while ago. It was real pretty. Went around it. It was interesting listening to the southbound guys talk about the trail. They haven't climbed any mountains yet, except for one, which was Katahdin. They went over a few, but nothing like what they're about to see. And they were asking us about the mountains. There was one other northbound guy too. And we were trying to give them all the info we could, and then get as much as we can from them. Met a guy, I showed him on the trail a while ago, the guy who's from, he and his sister-in-law were hiking together, and he described the 100-mile wilderness. He goes, it's just rocks and muds and bugs. So he said the best he could average was about 1.5 miles a day, or an hour, excuse me, 1.5 miles an hour, which is, he's about my age, so I'm going to guess we're going to be similar. I can usually do a little better than that, but depending on the terrain, like I'm moving here, this is okay, but start throwing out all that muck and rocks and roots and mountains and bears and wombats or whatever else they throw out. And it slows me down. And then you got the young guns who run by you. Young guy a while ago. But that's okay. I'm gonna get there. Get to the shelter tonight, probably late when I get there. When I get there, tomorrow there's a 4-mile hike to a river or a lake or something where you have to get in a canoe and it ferries you across the lake. And what I've seen, it actually has a white blaze in the bottom of it. It's run by the Appalachian Trail people, so it's official part of the trail. It's also they were talking about a guy who's making pancakes at this next shelter in the morning. I think it's like $9 or something, and he gives you 12 pancakes and all this. But I'll be so excited to get, there's a town about 3/10 of a mile after the crossing. I'll get to that town. I got a food drop to pick up. It's at a hotel / hostel. So here we go again. Don't you love that sound? I wonder if your feet can rot off. My feet are holding up pretty good. I did put on dry socks this morning. But when you put dry socks inside wet shoes, it doesn't last too long. All right, here we are on the Appalachian Trail. And here's another lake. See some houses on the other side. All right, pretty. All right, got some kind of a bog here. And they have put out some cool looking planks. It's got a little thing on the side to keep me from falling. Of course, I may fall anyway. See any moose out there? No moose. I hear a frog. A frog, a bullfrog. Okay, I know it's a frog, but it sounds cool. Oh, that's pretty fun. Alright. Now we're back in the dark woods. Whoa. I feel like Dorothy. My yellow brick road. I'm looking for the cowardly moose. Alright. Let's keep hitting it. Alright, here I am at Pierce Pond Shelter. And man, you gotta check out this view.
I only started taking a phone about 5 years ago. I would never bring a phone even. I would never even have a phone. I mean, and even the phone I have now is just like a dumb phone, you know, that I have. I just got used to
Beautiful
not
lake.
ever using a phone.